I don't like to say racial slurs. So why do you feel the need to fight so hard to say nigga when you not black?
You see me shining, you pissed. I think my haters just really be wanting a kiss. They know I body you, sis. Old nigga hit me and I said, new body, who this?
Hey guys, it's Naya, and from the title you can see today we talking for real. Like, no little happy introduction, like, no, hi, no, we're not doing that because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous out here, and I just couldn't stay silent about it. Like, I haven't been silent on Snapchat or Instagram, but I was like, you know what? YouTube needs to hear this too, because, like, yes, people are talking about it, but I think if we don't, like, more people, especially young people, like, talk about it, then, like, what's the point? Like, we are the future. We are the people that are going to change the world, so we need to start doing it. Um, and before I officially I just want to say, as you saw before, there are disclaimers. Listen, this is my opinion. If you don't agree, then you don't agree. I really don't care. And if you get offended by any of this, I still don't care. Like, if you are not black and you feel some type of way about my feelings, I don't care, because you don't know what I go through. So you're like, what you have to say is basically irrelevant. Like, if you're not supporting us, then exit out the conversation. That's it. So, like the Black Panther Party, your girl has 10 points. And I got them all written down here so that I don't lose track of my thoughts. Because I can ramble and go on, but I just want to make sure I touch upon everything that I want to touch upon. Okay, so the first point is we see who's quiet. Like, this goes for all of the black people, like Caribbean non-blacks, the Hispanics, the whites, all of you. We see who's quiet, because I just find it funny, especially being here in New York. Everybody, like, they like to, like, the non-black people, they like to listen to the music. They like to listen to rap music, the R&B, all of that. They love to say nigga like they get paid for it. Like, they love to say nigga like they get paid for it. They love everything black people have to offer them. They love the clothes, like, they love the clothes. They love the African wear. They love, like, the culture that black people bring. But when it's time for you to actually voice when our community is going through something, you guys are nowhere to be found. And we see that. Like, we see who's not saying anything, because, like, you not saying anything already shows, like, what side you're on. Being neutral, no, we already see what side you're on. Being neutral means that you agree, you're not with us, but you don't want to say anything because you don't want to get shamed or bashed and blah blah blah. Like, there is no neutral in a situation like this. Like, the world, sadly, it's black and white. The first thing they see when I go somewhere is my color. Like, the world is black and white. They either see me as black, white, or there is that in the middle of racially ambiguous, but that still, it still falls under a too black category, or, oh, good, you have a few things but you're mostly white. So it's like the world is basically black and white. So we see who's quiet, we see who's not there helping us, we see who's, like, not supporting us, we see who's not there sharing anything. Like, you don't have to be all rah rah rah. Like, you don't have to be out there like making like 5 minute videos talking about everything. Like, you don't have to do that, but at least share what we're going through. Like, if a if a non-black Guyanese person, like, they share a screenshot I have of, they share a few screenshots of the injustices that are going on right now. If they share some screenshots, they're reaching more people than I would have reached. They're reaching their family and their friends, and then they share that, and then if their family and friends share that, they're reaching their family and friends, and then they reach their family and friends. Like, the more people, like, if you share it, you're always going to reach at least one more person than somebody else. So sharing it is going to help. Just like putting on like your story, oh, hashtag Black Lives Matter one time, no, that's not gonna cut it. That works for like celebrities, non-celebrities, people who think they celebrities just because a few people in the borough know you. No, like, no, like, everybody, like, share the injustices, like, show all of this, share this on social media, share this with your family, your friends. Like, it's not my fight, like, but I thought you had black friends. Don't you care about your friends? And if you cared about your friends, like, if it's their fight, it's your fight too. Like, I'm rambling now. This probably touches on some other stuff I'm gonna say, but it's like, y'all, like, black people, we fight for everybody else's struggles and all of that. Like, when the people, like, we fight for everybody. Like, when the people were the illegal immigrants were being snatched from their families, we're like, this is modern day slavery, this is not right. We were fighting against that. When in China, the like Muslim people in that little city were being taken away and converted, and that whole situation was happening, we were fighting for awareness on that. When all of these other injustices were happening, we were fighting for that. But it's funny how we fight for everyone else, but they don't fight for us. It's just funny. It's quite comical. Okay, second point is, I need to talk to you about what it's like to be scared of the cops. Like, that's one thing that people are not getting. Like, in America, being black, it's ingrained in you, like, to be scared. Like, being a black, like, having both parents that are like black, it is ingrained in me. Like, I have not had bad experiences with cops, but all of my experiences have left me scared. Like, my past two experiences with the NYPD, it was dark outside, I was in the car, and they had come up. So my last experience, which was it was recent, it was in January. Me and my former coworkers, we were in Long Island. We had just come from IHOP, and it was like late. It was like 7, 8 maybe. Sorry, my camera died. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about situation. So we were coming from IHOP. We had went out. It was in January, the beginning of January, and it was dark. It was like 7:38, around that time, and we were coming from Long Island on our way back home. One of my coworkers, it was 4 of us in the car, 2 guys in the front, me and my other former coworker, a girl in the back. So it was 2 guys, 2 girls, the 4 of us, and we were there, and like, the music was loud, like, we were just chilling, wasn't going too fast, wasn't going like fast, and yeah, we were like chilling, wasn't going fast, and then like we see the lights like behind, so So we're like, oh shit, what's going on? We in Long Island, like we in like the white part of Long Island. So it's like I don't even know what's gonna go on, and it's like didn't even. It wasn't even like we and old white people or like racist, old cops are gonna kill us. No, it's because it's like you never know. And with us being young black kids, it was like even worse. And it was a guy driving. Like he was light skinned. He's like light, but still black kids in the car. So that happened, and like I was like, I'm in the back. Like I'm making sure my hands are on my lap. I'm not making any sudden movements, because it's like it was one of the headlights or taillights weren't working or something. He was gonna get it fixed like later, like the next day or in a few days anyway. But he told the officer that they let us go, and it was like it was nothing bad, but it was still like didn't know. Like I didn't know if I was going. I don't know if he would have arrested him, and then we were in a car. That would have been a whole incident, or if like something, like someone moved, like in the front they were just like chilling, but me and the girl in the back were like, nah, I don't play that. Like we don't even know. Like we're just mad still in the back, hands on our laps, like not doing none of that. So it's like we were just, yeah, that was that. And it's just like if you've never, like, I don't think many people can understand that fear unless you're an illegal immigrant and you hear ICE is coming. Like I really think that's the only equivalent to that fear. And even then, that fear is still like, yes, you're scared that they're going to deport you and all of that, and you going back to that country you came from can result in you losing your life. But still, it's just like not many non-black people know that feeling, because it's like we are scared because we can literally get killed when we're not doing anything wrong. And it's frightening, and it's a hard way to live life, because it's like the people that I'm supposed to trust with my life, the people that are supposed to protect me, don't. Like the people that are supposed to protect me, I'm scared that they will do the reverse, that they will take my life. And it's just not a fun feeling at all. Like I don't wish that upon anybody, because it's like I should not be scared for my life when I go outside or when I go to the store. I should not be scared for the lives of my family members. Like I'm scared for the life of my father. He's like my father's over 6 feet. Like he's 6'2", 6'3". He's skinny, and the man always wears hoodies, and he lives in Brooklyn. So like he lives in Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. So it's like I'm scared for him. Like my cousins, some of them live in the Bronx, some of them live in the P's. Like I'm scared for them, for their lives, because it's like you never know. Like any little movement can be mistaken as, oh, I'm out to get you. Any little movement, like it's been seen before in the movie and the book, The Hate You, in the movie, the book, The Hate You Give. Like it was a hairbrush. It was mistaken for a gun. There are many times a phone has been mistaken for a gun. A wallet has been mistaken for a gun. So it's like any little thing I have can be mistaken for a gun, and this can go go for Trayvon Martin too, even though like George, like the guy that killed him, wasn't like he wasn't a police officer. It still like applies to the situation. Like he had a bag of Skittles in Arizona, but he was still shot and killed. Like it doesn't make sense. So now I can't walk around being black. I can't walk around with Skittles in Arizona. I can't walk around with a wallet, a hairbrush. I can't like put my hand in my pocket. I can't take my hand out my pocket in my car if an officer asks me for my wallet. I can't. If I'm going to get my wallet from my like they ask for my identification, I go to get it from my pocket or go to get my purse. They think I'm going to get a gun to kill them. If they ask for my registration for my car, I go into the glove compartment to get that. Oh, they think I'm going for a gun to kill them. Make that make sense? Like it doesn't make sense. So like I am scared for my life, and it's like I am scared, and it's like just don't ignore my fears. Don't invalidate my fears because you haven't experienced it or you don't get it. Because we don't do that to you. We don't invalidate your fears and your feelings, or your feelings when your people back in your home country are going through stuff. We don't invalidate that. So just because we don't experience it, we don't invalidate it. So it doesn't make sense for you to do that to us. It's very, I hope I'm using it right, but it seems very hypocritical. So the third point that I want to make, and I have to put my phone down for this one because this one just gets me angry. The third one, do not protest my protest. By saying all lives matter, blue lives matter, is protesting my protest of Black Lives Matter. Like, I'm saying Black Lives Matter for a reason. No one is saying fuck everybody but black people. And yes, I'm cursing because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am pissed. Like, no one is saying, oh, nobody matters but black people. No one is saying that. The reason we're saying Black Lives Matter is because black lives are treated like trash. Black lives are treated like like they're irrelevant. Like, people overall have respect for cops. So there's no reason to say that their lives matter. Most people overall have respect for people, for everybody, their lives, and they have respect for people and their lives. And this, don't even bring pro-life, pro-choice into this. This is not that discussion. Yeah. So it's basically like, don't protest my protest. By you bringing all these outside factors, it's protesting my protest. And this coincides with point 4, don't bring in other races. So I'm going to kind of combine those two. So by you saying all lives matter, you are bringing in other races into a debate that has nothing to do with them. We are talking about here the current state of the United States of America. Okay, we are talking about that. We are not talking about the world right now. We're talking about here where we live. In other countries, they will discuss other issues, but we are not talking about other countries right now. We are talking about where we live, where we live, because this affects us, where we live, not what's happening in other countries, not what's happening in Australia, not what's happening in friggin' Guatemala right now, because like, not what's happening over there. Like, we're talking about here, what is affecting me. It's different if you have family over there, but overall, even if you do, that is a discussion to have amongst, there is a certain time for that. So it's like, I am fighting for my people right now, so it's like, do not bring in the other races. Like, an argument was made to me that you can talk about how Asians, when I say Asians, I mean Southern Asians, are being stopped in airports after 9/11 and being accused of being terrorists, as well as how illegal immigrants are being put in cages. One, neither of those is okay, and people, we have been talking about how that is not right. Black people have been saying, especially the thing with the illegal immigrants is not okay because it is modern day slavery, and they are separating people and putting people in cages like they did with us. But this is not the time for that, and there's a big difference between that and what's happening with us. The difference is, I'm gonna say this about the whole illegal immigrants thing. Some of y'all might be offended, some of y'all might get pissed at what I'm about to say. Oh well, that's how you feel. But they had a choice of coming here. My people didn't. Like, they knew the risks that were associated with coming to this country without proper documentation. Like, I believe that it should not be as hard to get documentation, especially if you are trying to escape a country that is going through civil unrest, and like your life is at danger. Like, your life is at danger there, be a refugee. Like, I think it should be easier and all of that, but they still had the choice of coming to this country. There were other countries to choose from. They had the choice of coming here. So, like, they had the choice. My people didn't. We were in Africa, trading with the Native Americans, doing all of that, trading with other countries, with like goods and all of that. And we were doing our thing, and then the white Europeans decided that, oh, because our skin color is darker than theirs, because we look different than them, that they're going to come to our continent, say that we are not people, we are basically the equivalent to animals, we are 3/5 a person. They're going to come, take us, put us on ships, ship us across the Atlantic Ocean, and bring us to America. That's what they did. We were forced to leave our home. We didn't have a choice. We had no choice. We were forced to leave our home and come and work for free labor. We were raped. We were beaten. We were sold like cattle, separated from our family. People were forced to have sex with each other. Men, the strongest men, were forced to have sex with each other to degrade them. Like, we were treated as if we were the shit under your shoe, chopped liver. We were treated the worst. Like, we were not fed properly. Like, if we were fed at all, like, they fed us enough just to have us be able to work. Like, it's just very annoying to hear that, oh, I can bring up other races, like the other races are going through things, oh, all of that, blah blah blah. But it's like, okay, but we spoke out on them, we spoke out on what they were going through. So when it's our time and we're talking about our stuff, oh no, you're excluding other people are going through things. Okay, but what about us? Like, if we're talking about the people in the cages and we bring up, oh yes, black people are going through this, oh no, we're talking about that. But when we're talking about black people, no, we're not. No, there are other people going through things. Shut up, because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Shut up, because you sound dumb, you sound stupid. Like, why is it okay for other races to have it all about them and all about their struggles, but when it comes to black people and what we're going through in America, where we're a place where we had no choice but to be, why is it that we can't shine light on our situations? Why? Make it make sense. Like, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself when words come out your mouth? Like, let's talk about it. Like, it's just very annoying. Like, okay. On 2.5, bullying does not equal racism. Okay, like, this is a misconception that bullying is the same thing as racism. Like, racism, there are different levels to it. Like, it's not just, oh, race, you're just, like, there's just one plain straight level of race. Like, racism, there are levels. It's a spectrum. Like, there are levels to racism. Like, there is, like, here, the first level is like subliminal racism. Like, the scene in the movie The Hate U Give, when the girl was playing Amanda's character Star was playing the basketball with the white girl, and she was like, oh, some piece of fried chicken, oh, going after her like it's a piece of fried chicken, blah blah blah. Like, and she's like, no, it's because we had fried chicken and we had fried chicken for lunch, or some stuff like that.
Damn! Star, just pretend the ball is a piece of fried chicken.
What was that? What? It's game talk. Fried chicken is game talk? I've never heard that one before.
Holy shit. Star, we had fried chicken for lunch? It was a joke. Okay.
But, like, yeah, that's like subliminal racism, and I can, like, give you other examples, but if I do, some people will get offended. Yeah. And it's like, most things that you do are subliminally racist. Like, a lot of people, they don't comprehend that things they do are racist. Like, what is an example? Sorry, I got thirsty. So, yeah, an example of subliminal racism is like, if you're somewhere and you see a black person and you automatically, like, you sell drinks or whatever, you automatically ask them, do they want some grape Kool-Aid? Or you're somewhere and you, like, ask the black person, oh, do you want some watermelon? Like, those are stereotypes. Like, you see a young girl, like it's like stereotypes. Like, you see a young black girl, like, you see a black girl, she looks young, oh, she's a teen mom. Maybe she just got good genes. Maybe this is in her mid-20s and she still looks young and youthful. Like, hey, black don't crack unless you actually do crack. But that's another topic or another time. But yeah, like, bullying. I was talking about bullying not equaling racism. Like, let me get back to that, because you see, I love to ramble. But bullying does not equal racism. Like, it doesn't. Like, if you are, like, if you come from another country and you come from another country to the United States. I'm speaking on here, specifically New York, because that's what I know. I'm not gonna speak on behalf of other people from other countries because I don't know the customs and all of that. You come to New York from another country. When I say another country, I don't mean anywhere like Canada or Australia or any place like that. You come from another country, like, I don't know, Pakistan. We're gonna use Pakistan. You come from Pakistan to New York. You come to high school with your native clothes on. The clothes that you wore back then, they are native too. They're what you wore back there. They were cool and all, but coming here, people, look at what they got on, look at that, they look crazy. Or you got on some, like, you got on some New Balance sneakers, they were fire over there, but now people are gassing you, saying those are the Predator 10s, like, they clowning you. But they clowning you because you brought, like, you're wearing something that is not part of the cultural and societal norm of wear. It is not racism. It is just plain people and kids being mean. Like, scratch high school out of it. Like, in school in general, like, you wear something different, it's gonna be seen as weird. Like, it's really gonna be seen as weird. Like, because this is not what the people of this area, the area wear. It is not what is society. Blech, I cannot talk. It is not what society deems as normal. So, yeah. And if you have an accent and people are, like, mocking your accent, that's not necessarily racist. Because, again, like, it's the same thing. Like, someone from Alabama comes to New York and they sound like this. Like, not saying people from Alabama sound like this, but if they sound like these, people from New York are gonna clown them. They're like, "Hi, ma'am, hello, I'm so nice to meet you." Like, if somebody comes here talking like that, people are going to make fun of them. Like, that is an accent. It's not racist. It's just people thinking something is, like, it is not what is societally seen as normal in the area. Like, and that just goes for multiple areas. Before I continue with the next half of my points, I just want to say, guys, you should follow me on Twitter, because Social Justice Warrior Naya is out here and she's ready. She wants all the smoke, and yeah. So that's my Twitter. I'm going to put the link in the description box below, as well as my other social media, because I'm tired of, I wasn't, like, necessarily quiet, but I wasn't, like, loud and making a lot of noise. But now I'm loud and I'm making a lot of noise. So yeah. So we're doing that. Yeah, so follow me on Twitter. Social Justice Warrior Naya is back, and she ready, and she want all the smoke, and she don't care. Yes. Now on to point 6. Point 6 is one that I just don't get. Like, I don't get it. Point 6 is, I don't like to say racial slurs. So why do you feel the need to fight so hard to say nigga when you not black? Like, I don't get it. So it's like, black people were called niggers and negroes, and it was a derogatory term to describe them. And if you want all the other history on the word, look it up yourself. I am not your black Wikipedia. Okay. Yeah, it was a term to, like, it was derogatory. They say go back to work, nigger, be a good nigger and do this and blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, it was a derogatory term. So black people like took it really started with like rap. Like black people like took the word back. Like they were like trying to, okay, it was used outside of rap, but like it became more mainstream in rap. But as I was saying, black people were like taking it back. It was like taking back the word, taking back the power. Like even though it wasn't the same, it was still, the root of the word was still the same. So it was like, I'm taking back what you used to call me in a negative light, and I'm taking that word back. And if you're not black, there's really no reason you should be saying it, because it's not your word to reclaim. You weren't called that, so there's no reason for you to have to reclaim the word. You don't hear me out here saying other racial slurs. Like, just to let y'all know, I'm about to say two of them. I don't want to hear nothing in the comments. Blah 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 blah. You don't hear me saying, "Oh, hey, my spick." Like, you don't hear me say, "Ah, look at that chink." Like if y'all gonna come after, like, look at that chinky person. Like, if y'all wanna attack people for saying a person has chinky eyes, if you're gonna attack a person for saying a person has chinky eyes, oh, like that's a racial slur, blah blah blah. Like, if that is a racial slur, then why, if it's not okay for other people to say a slur that is racist to you, why can't we not say it? Like, y'all really had no problem fighting for saying, oh, gay people, the word faggot is derogatory, so gay people can, it's only for gay people, it's a derogatory term for gay people, so don't say it. But when it comes to black people, we're like, no, don't say that word, because it's not for you. It coming from you, there is always gonna be an underlying, there's always gonna be like an underlying meaning to the word. Like, if we say that, no, it doesn't matter. You're gonna fight so hard for it. Like, why are you fighting so hard to say a word? Like, it's just funny, because y'all really fighting, all you non-black people that love to say nigga. Y'all say nigga like y'all getting paid to say it. Like, y'all say it like every time you say it, you get $1,000, like $1 million. Like, every time you say, hey, yo, my nigga, this nigga wildin', bro. This nigga wildin'. Like, you, what? Shut up. Like, y'all fighting harder to say nigga than y'all are fighting against the injustices happening to black people. Like, y'all are really fighting hard to reclaim, not even reclaim, you're fighting hard to be able to, like, steal stuff from our culture, but you're not fighting hard for the people that are the reason behind the culture. Y'all are fighting so hard to wear braids, but y'all not fighting hard to keep people alive that, like, that gave you braids, that do the braids. Like, y'all wearing braids is like a whole little style. Wearing Bantu knots for a whole little style. That's why your hair falling out. Like, when you do the Bantu knots, like, oh, you're wearing dreads because you think it's, that's why your hair falling out. This is a protective style meant for our type of hair, not yours. So, like, make it make sense. And braids, there's a whole underlying thing for that. Cornrows, like, they used to split it in the middle, put rice in it to hide, like, the mothers would hide rice in it because when they would get, because during slavery times and they would get separated from their children, they wanted to make sure their children had something to eat. So they hid rice and grains in the braids. Like, it's more than a hairstyle. It's more than that. And this is not even a point, but since we're talking about hairstyles, it's like my hair, it is seen in a negative light. It is called nappy. Like, someone on Instagram, like, they wanna freaking come for me on some, oh, like, they really went and searched all the way to my birthday post on some, oh, that's why, oh, you don't even want to wear your hair, blah blah blah, stop ranting on Snapchat, you don't even like your hair. Like, what? It's called the protective style, idiot. Like, do your research. Like, it's called the protective style. This is a protective style. This does not mean I do not like my hair. Look on my page. Legit, my last post with me in it was my hair, my natural hair. And like, the person deleted the comment because my cousin was coming after them, my friends were coming after them because dummy. But like, it just didn't make sense. It's like, you're calling my hair nappy, you mean my curls, my coils. Like, you don't even know, you're just doing this for the attention. Like, you're just talking. And it's just sad. It's really sad. And it's like, my hair is a beautiful thing. My hair is my crown. Like, my hair, like, oh, you wear this because you ain't got no hair, you bald headed, blah blah blah. Okay. Like, my hair, your girl got hair on her, but my hair, it's hot and it's gonna sweat out, and I want to protect it. And putting all and like treating it and doing all that stuff, like, we're in a pandemic, and I legit just took my hair out of box braids and I'm letting it get a little rest. I did my own box braids, I took them out, now I have them in braids, and we're in a protective style because I'm not trying to do too much to my hair. I'm trying to keep it nice and all of that. I'm not trying to damage it. But yeah, we got off topic, but even though this got off topic, it was still something that had to be said. Like, my hair is, it's just black hair, especially black female hair, like, that has to be a whole video in itself because that is a whole thing. So if you want that video, let me know in the comments. Yeah. 7th point. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I am sorry about that. I've just been talking a lot, and so I need water. But yeah, 7th point. Why y'all worried about Target? Like, everybody's like, y'all shouldn't have burned down Target. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all shouldn't have did Target, blah, blah, blah. Well, Target, it's not like people just decided to go say, hey, we just gonna go hit up Target, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, there's a reason behind that. Target in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I hope I said the right place. I be mixing up my M's. Excuse me. I hope I said the right place. If I didn't, I am sorry. I really be mixing up my ends, but I think that's right. Minneapolis, it's Minnesota. But yeah, like that Target right there that they went through, that Target was just doing some some bullshit. Like, so I don't, most people have seen the video. It was someone took it and was on TikTok. The people were protesting, and the protests in Minneapolis, it wasn't just like violence and fires and fuck everybody. Like, no, it was everything. It started off peaceful, but then things happened that caused it to escalate. So it was all peaceful and all of that, and then the cops came and they started tear gassing people during a pandemic. You're going to put tear gas when there's a pandemic that, and there's corona, which affects the respiratory system. I want y'all to think on that. Like, really, really reflect, think, pause the video, just think about how that makes sense. You're going to tear gas protesters using something that that will negatively affect their respiratory system during the time when we're in a pandemic dealing with the virus that affects the respiratory system. Okay. But anyway, the people were tear gassed, and you know, water don't help that, milk does. And so in the video you see people like asking, do you need milk? Do you need milk in your eyes? People are pouring milk on people. So Target wasn't letting people in to get milk. They weren't like letting people get milk. Like tear gas victims, they were not letting them get milk. They were not letting people buy milk to help the tear gas victims. So like, and people like yesterday Kalani was on live and she was like just talking, and she was like how, oh, tear gassing is bad, like you feel like you're melting, you're dying from the inside out, like because she said she's been tear gassed. So like if you're not going, if I'm sorry, I can't talk because it still blows my mind, because it's like you're not going to you're not going to allow people to help people that have been tear gassed. Like, I don't see the issue. If anything, you should be like, you should be happy. You getting more money. You gonna sell out of all your milk. Your milk gonna be gone. Like, you don't gotta worry about throwing none of it out because of, oh, not enough. Oh, people didn't buy it up. Oh, the expiration date is gone. You don't gotta worry about that. You know why you don't gotta worry about that? Because people are going to buy it to help the tear gas victims and their eyes and all of that. But no, they don't care. And this is a second part to, it's like a second part to part 7, like the fires. People are blaming the black people on the fires and all the violence and blah blah blah. Just let you know, as I said before, there is a starting to everything, and it like starts and then it escalates. And I know that there are people out there like looting and all of that. They're not doing it for the right reasons. They're just there to be there and violence, and they're just there. They don't really care. Like, they're just there to be violent, loot, make a mess, just be part of the action. They don't really care about the situation. That's only a small percent. Most people, 99.9% of people out there care. It's just a small percentage of people that don't. But back to the looting and the fire. So that fire that started, the first fire that started was not caused by black people. Let's just put that out there. The first fire that was started was caused by a white man. The first fire was started by an undercover white police officer. Yes, the video, it is out there, it is circulating. If I can find the video, I will insert it.
Hey guys, so I couldn't find the video of the undercover cop starting the fire, but I did find the video of the undercover cop smashing the windows of the AutoZone in Minneapolis.
What the? I ain't got part of that shit. Dude. Oh, I zoomed in. I'll zoom out a little bit. Those cops will come for you if you're pulling that crap.
Looks like, yeah. So as you can see, the AutoZone.
Guy just came with a hammer and smashed the windows.
Follow me. I'm gonna fight you right now.
You wanna go? What's up? Somebody hold my blunt. Hey, somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna give it up. Hey. Are you a fucking cop? What's up?
But video, it's out there. Like, people are it's out there. Black people didn't cause it. Like that, like, you're just giving that undercover Caucasian cop just basically was like, okay, black people are doing all of this, let's add to it, let's cause a little more violence, and we'll pin it on the black people, we'll pin it on them to make them look bad, make them look like animals, wild, make them look like all they care about is violence and not the peace. Like, but one thing I'm gonna say about violence and peace and all that, listen, they weren't listening. They were ignoring us when we spoke. So now it's time to talk a language they understand. Like, they burnt down a luxury apartment complex. They understand that. That's money. That's money. It costs money for that building. It costs money, a lot of money, since it's a luxury apartment. It costs a lot of money for people to stay there. So that's affecting one of the big white wigs' money, affecting their pockets. Like, it's talking a language they speak. And I hope this, and I think that's what they're doing, I hope for the people that are rioting and all of that and burning things down, do you, my people, but make sure y'all don't target the black neighborhoods, okay? Make sure you don't destroy the small businesses. Do not destroy the small businesses. Do not destroy the black businesses. Like, don't, like, go after the white neighborhoods. Go after them. Go after those areas, because if you go after that, like, don't go after our area, because then if you go after our area, then, oh, our area is ghetto. Oh, they're like, the government, they're slower to rebuild and all of that, to rebuild, like, send aid, send money. They're slower to do that in the black neighborhood than the white neighborhood. They will keep us down, keep us all rubble and all of that, and be quick to rebuild them. So do not destroy the areas of your own people. And this is to people that are doing it for the right reason and the wrong reason. Don't go after the people, like our people, okay? Because we're fighting to keep our people alive and put them in power. Burn it all, rebuild it black. That's the statement for 2020. That's just the statement for the rest of existence until it's done. Burn it all, rebuild it black. Like, because they don't care about us. And yeah, and don't worry about Target. They got it's a large corporation. They got insurance for that. They got money for all of that. So don't worry about Target. Number 8, which this applies a lot heavily, and this is especially heavily for the Hispanic, Latino, Latina, Latinx community, whatever this is it's being called right now, because there are multiple names, and then it's like, oh no, we're not Latino, we're Latinx, or we're not Hispanic, we're this, blah blah blah. Like this, that community, that community, that community. Y'all like to be black when it's convenient. And this is especially heavy for that community, because this is what I see a lot in New York. It's like, you are black when it's convenient. Like when it comes to jacking certain things, like you're black. An example, a great celebrity example, Cardi B. Like I still bop to some of the music, not even gonna lie. I still listen to some of it, not all of it, but I still listen to it. But like, she claims she's black when it's convenient. When it comes to BET awards, I'm black. Oh, when it comes to black people and getting them, I am a black woman, blah blah blah. But that wasn't claimed till it was convenient. It's always, oh, I'm Dominican, blah blah blah. Like, just, I'm Dominican, blah blah blah. I'm a Latina, blah blah blah. It's only like that type of thing. And this is very common for like a lot of people from different Hispanic areas. Like, you're black when it is convenient. You're black when it's time for you to say, especially, this is the main one, you're black when it's time for you to say nigga. But then when it's time for black situations and things of that, calling the black people are going through stuff, I'm not black, I'm a Latina, blah blah blah. Like, I'm not black, I'm a Latino, blah blah blah. You're black when it comes time to apply for college, for scholarships. You don't want to claim the Afro part, but you're quick to claim the Latino part. Like, you look like me, but no, you're not black. Like, you're darker than me, but you're not black. Like, you claim it when it's convenient, and it's very annoying, because it's like, you use our like, I can't even get the words out, I'm so pissed. Like, you use what we have to offer, and then once it is no use to you, you take it back. Like you're like, oh yeah, I'm black, I'm with the, I'm black, see, I'm wearing the clothes, like, boom, I'm black. But then when it comes time to fight for our black issues, whoa, I'm not black, I'm Latino, blah blah blah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not black. Okay, it's just very annoying, because it's like, if you're not going to be here for the struggles, don't be here at all. Like, I'm really talking, like, but it had to be said. 9, it's in the amendments, you have the right to bear arms. But I find it funny how that statement only applies when you lack melanin, because there were multiple protests recently with the white people. Very recently, it was the white people, and they had their guns. They were protesting against corona, which don't make no damn sense, because I don't get how you gonna protest against a damn virus. Like, protesting, reopen it up, blah blah blah. I can't get my hair done, I can't get my nails done, blah blah blah. Like, protesting to reopen it up when closing is saving lives. And they had their guns at town hall and city hall and all of that. But Where was the National Guard? Where was the SWAT team? Where was all of that? Where were the rubber bullets? Like, where was state police with the head stuff in the barricade, like, things? Like, where were they? Where were they? I ain't seen them out there. Like, they were just letting the white people be. But now, when black people and people of multiple races, which I was very happy to see at the different protests, people of multiple races there, like, yeah, it was a little violent. But overall, there weren't really, it was in a parade of arms. It wasn't a parade of guns and all of that. It was just people out there using their voice and exercising their right to protest. And they call in National Guard and the SWAT team and have people come outside. People are at someone's house. They drag the people from the house, force them on the street, and arrest them for being on the street. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's like, you have the right to bear arms, except if you're black. Because if I'm black and I have a gun, automatically shoot to kill. But if I'm white and I have a gun, put the gun down, put the weapon down now. And they don't shoot to kill. They shoot you in the arm, the shoulder, the leg, like the shoulder, the leg, like they shoot you in the leg. Like, they'll shoot you in the non-dangerous parts. Like, if they shoot you here, they gonna shoot on the right side, not where your heart is. They're not gonna shoot you on the left side where your heart is. They're gonna shoot you here. They're gonna make sure they don't hit the vital organs. They're not gonna shoot you in the head, the shoulder, the arm. They might shoot you by your hand, graze you a little bit to get you to drop the weapon. But they're not gonna kill you. And I find it funny. They're not gonna shoot you in the chest, the ab. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. You got the gun pointed at them. Like, no, they're not gonna do that because you wanted their own. They want to see you live. They want to kill off my people. They want to kill us off. When we didn't ask to be here, we didn't ask to come to this country, but no, they want to bring. They just bringing us anyway. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the last point, which is very strong, and it kind of like sums up things, like kind of sums up the feeling of black people in America. My melanin equals weapon. My melanin, this is what is seen in the eyes of law enforcement. My melanin equals weapon. So it doesn't matter any age. Like, you can be a young little kid playing cops and robbers, like Tamir Rice, like, and then you get shot. Like, it's a little kid. Like, you do it, like, it's a little kid. Like, you can be out here, you can be in your house. You can legit be in your house, chilling on your couch, eating ice cream. You get shot. Like, you can be outside jogging. You get shot. You can allegedly be selling loop cigarettes. You get shot. You can allegedly be forging checks. You get choked. Like, I don't know why I said shot with the whole I don't know why I said shot, not shot with the allegedly selling the cigarettes. You can get killed. You can get killed by allegedly selling cigarettes. You can get killed by allegedly forging checks. And it's crazy because between those two things, like with both those things, the allegedly selling loose cigarettes, the allegedly forging checks, both black men were forced to the ground by cops, and they said the same statements: I can't breathe. It doesn't matter if George Floyd was intoxicated. That doesn't matter. There are 4 cops there. 4 cops, 1 man. The man's already handcuffed. His hands are behind his back. What can he do with his hands behind his back? Like, it's like, what can he, like, your hands are here, tightly behind your back. Legit, what can you do? And if the man is intoxicated, like, he's not going, if the man is intoxicated, then he's clearly, like, not gonna be able to do anything. When you're intoxicated, your motor skills, when you're intoxicated, your motor skills are not sharp at all. At all. So, there was really no point. And there were other officers around. There were other officers around that could help, but did they? No, they watched. So, they need to be charged as well. Like, you're putting your knee on the back of a man's neck for what? Why? That is not in your training. That is not protocol. There's no reason for you to do that. To put your knee on someone's neck. Like, the man already had the cuffs on. Like, the man already had the cuffs on. Put him in the back of the truck then. Like, put him in the back of the car. Like, put him in the back of the put him in the back of the squad car. Go back to the precinct. Book the man. Like, if that was really a thing. Like, if that was really an issue. Like, if that was really an issue. And, like, third degree though, third degree only counts in 3 states, booby. Like, third degree only counts in 3 states. And the maximum sentence in Minnesota for third degree murder is 25 years. And we already know that the man's not gonna get 25 years. He's already on paid leave. Like, the man has had incidents of this in the past. The man has had these incidents in the past. He knew this man for over a decade. Like, what? Like, this, I don't believe this to be random. Like, he knew who this man was. He knew who he was. Like, apparently they worked together before, or worked near each other or something like that. Like, it's just very ghetto. I don't like it at all. It's very ghetto. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it here. And my friends know this. My family knows this. I've told them that I plan on getting a dual citizenship in another country for the simple fact that I am sick of it here. Like, I want a dual citizenship in another country because it's like, I can't here. Like, I can't. Like, I know there's racism everywhere. Like, I'm not gonna be able to escape it here on this planet unless I have my own island. Yeah. But yeah, it's just too much. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move. I can't no more. But I was still, even when I move, like, I'm gonna be there for most of the year, but even when I move, I will still be fighting for black people and their rights. Don't get it twisted. I'm still fighting for black people here and for wherever I move to. Y'all will find out in the future where I move to when I move. Yeah. But yeah, that was that. I said my 10 points. Like, listen, the Black Panthers, they still around. All I need to know is, where can I sign up? Because power to the people, because this is getting ridiculous. But yes, guys, please support the Black Lives Matter movement by signing petitions, sharing petitions, and if you can, donate money. And I will put links to petitions you can donate down below. It's like a whole, the link will put you to the whole list of petitions you can sign, as well as some places you can donate to, because listen, every dollar counts. Even if you can't donate, that's okay, because not everybody can. But please, please, please sign the petitions down below. Thank you. That's all I gotta say, guys. Black Lives Matter. And yeah, like, if you really can't support that statement, then you can't, then if you can't support that statement, if you say all lives matter, or you believe anything of the sort, which is a protest to my protest, you're racist. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys, because this is getting too much.